Louis Hart for Ring Magazine, delighted today to be joined with Ben Davison in the aftermath of Leigh Wood's defeat to Anto Cacace. Ben, I guess sort of what the thoughts and feelings after the fight with Cacace?
Yeah, obviously we're gutted, really disappointed, but you know, congratulate Cacace and Team Cacace. He's a great role model, and nobody wants to lose, but if you're going to lose, you know, I hope it's against somebody like Anto Cacace.
Prior to the stoppage, how did you think the fight was going in there?
I thought we was probably down. I thought we was down, and I felt like we was chasing the fight. I felt like, you know, we needed to give Leigh a bit of a G up. We did give Leigh a bit of a G up in the corner there. Just, you know, feeling like he probably needed to try and bank a few rounds. Thought we was probably 2 rounds down, maybe something like around that. And you know, it didn't go well. I think we said to Leigh that Cacace was feeling it a little bit, but maybe not as much as we said. It was more of a to G Leigh up and you know, let him know that we need to bank a few rounds. And I thought he'd finished that round quite strong, if I remember correctly. Motions all over the place, but if I remember correctly, I thought he finished that round quite well. Felt like he needed to. You know, it was key for Leigh to be getting off to the body. So he was trying to emphasise that, and unfortunately, you know, it didn't go our way.
When a fight is gone out that way, and it's a bit, I guess, nip and tuck at times, and I understand it's raw emotion at the moment. Does it make it harder when you have to make a decision like that to throw the towel in?
Do you know what it is? It might be different for other people. I feel like it's just that it's not really.
Do you take that into account? Would you say?
What's that? Sorry?
Like when the way the fight's going before, like let's say, you know, sort of prior to the first 6th round, when it comes to if it is a like sort of nip and tuck, is it? You take that into account when you look at stopping a fight.
It's more instinct. It's more instinct. You haven't got a lot of time to sit there and think. It's more just based off of instinct, and you take into consideration in a short period of time, Leigh's age, where he's at in his career, how the fight is going, the man that's in front of him. We know that Cacace's a good puncher, good finisher. You take all these things into consideration, and my instinct was that was the right decision at the time, and that's how I still feel, to be honest.
Yeah. Before I do let you go, Ben, yeah, I guess the atmosphere, regardless, to see Leigh back in Nottingham, it was a special one out there again to see Leigh's return.
It always is, because he always brings his absolute best. He's a true, honest fighter. He's a man that, you know, will go out on his shield, and sometimes it's our job to protect guys like that, and that's why they turn out like they do for him. And like I said about Cacace, they're both great role models for the sport. Not everybody's going to have the Floyd Mayweather type career. They both had losses earlier on in their career, but shown that if you stick with it, stay dedicated, do the right things and work hard, you'll reap the rewards. So, you know, like I say, they're 2 great role models, and, you know, wish the best on Cacace for the future and Team Cacace, and same for Leigh, obviously, and we hope a speedy recovery.
Yeah, well, look, Ben, appreciate taking time to speak to me, and yeah, commiserations on tonight. Appreciate it.